Folks, think about it. Throughout the entire history of the world, there's never been any fossils, body, bones, or DNA evidence of Bigfoot. Nothing. And people say things to me like, well, it's Gigantopithecus from 800,000 years ago. No, it's not, because if it was, you would have found recent remains of a body or fossils by now, and there are no Bigfoot fossils. I once asked a Bigfoot researcher why that is, and his response floored me. He said, well, obviously they eat their dead. No, it's not roaming through the woods somewhere. Some hunter would have shot it by now. There are literally millions of hunters roaming the countryside each year in America alone. Some of these people have AK-47s. That no one has shot one is beyond belief. Yes, there are sightings every year, but eyewitness testimony is very unreliable. Hundreds of people have been sentenced to death, fried in the electric chair, hung, based on eyewitness testimony, and years later, DNA evidence proved they were innocent. If Bigfoot is real, why aren't there more sightings of Littlefoot or a female Bigfoot jiggling off into the distance? And what about snowstorms and wildfires and hurricanes and tornadoes and heat waves? How come they don't find Bigfoot bodies after these events? The answer is obvious. Bigfoot is a myth. The better question is, why does the belief in Bigfoot persist when its existence has never been proven? Bigfoot believers form tight-knit groups, sharing their experiences and evidence, much like religious congregations gather to worship, discuss sacred texts and scripture, and support one another. Some Bigfoot enthusiasts treat certain locations where sightings have been reported as sacred sites, and they may engage in rituals or specific behaviors like setting out food or using specific calls like tree knocks to try to attract Bigfoot. Just as some religious groups face skepticism or persecution, Bigfoot believers often encounter ridicule or disbelief from the broader public. And ultimately, like religion, the belief in Bigfoot comes down to faith.